Hi, it's Parsons here. I'm a wellbeing specialist and I'm a mum. And today I've been asked to share my top 3 tips for busy mums to help you boost your energy, health and vitality. So thank you so much for watching this. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. What I do want to share with you is 3 things. Number 1, I want to help you to flip around that feeling that you may have that taking time for you is selfish or that you feel guilty about it. And I want to share with you exactly how and why to take time for you and to do that totally guilt-free. Number 2, I want to share with you how you can make exercise and movement such an easy and fun and uplifting part of your day that you just can't live without it. And number 3, I want to share with you how to discover the most simple and time-saving ways to eat more wholesome, whole, real food so that you have great energy and vitality and stay feeling amazing. Now, being a mum is just the biggest privilege in the world, isn't it? But it's also one of the most challenging things I have ever done in my life. There are moments, we all have those moments when they test us, right? And so, especially because of that, as a mum, it is so vital that you take time to really look after yourself. Now, I know you've probably heard this before in different ways, but what I hope to do right now is to flip the way that you think about it. Because for me, for many years, I had heard that as well, and I go, yeah, that's right, yeah, of course I'll take care of myself. But I always left myself to the bottom of the list. And we've all heard to put on our own mask before we put on other people's masks. And it is essential. It is so vital. And if you're not already doing that, I want you to really listen. This is my tough love for you right now. Because for me, when I think about it, if I as a mum am not doing things that are going to fill me up, to restore me, to give me energy, to make me feel good, to make me feel happy, so that I can be full up to overflowing, then how am I ever going to go and give out my best love and energy and patience and kindness and warmth and all those good things that my children need? How am I ever going to give out to others if I'm not filling up my own tank? Okay, so literally I want you to picture that. I want you to even take your hands with me right now and just picture all the things that you could do that would literally fill up your own tank, and imagine that it is up and that you are overflowing with the things in your life that bring you joy, that bring you happiness, that help you feel calm and centered, that help you feel organized and on top of things. Go and make a list, write down all the things that bring you joy. And I challenge and I invite you to make sure that you plan them into your life regularly. And here's the thing, it is not selfish. If you ever feel guilty for taking time for you, if you ever feel selfish about taking some time out of the day to do something for you, I want to help you to flip this right now, right here and now, okay? Because for me, I actually think it is incredibly selfish of you to not take care of you. Because if you are not taking care of you, and your cup's only down here, and you only ever have your cup to about here, how are you ever going to give out all that love and warmth and happiness and joy to your children, to your partner, to your friends, to your community? So I really want you to flip that. And I know this is like tough love from me to you, from my heart to yours, but I promise you that if you start to prioritize yourself, take time out for yourself, coordinate things, make things happen. Maybe you need to organize getting dinner cooked early so that you can then head out for that hour of you time in the evening while your partner looks after the kids, whatever it is. Get organized to make it, facilitate it and to make it happen. But take that time for you so that you are filling yourself up, because as you fill up your own cup, as you restore your own energy levels, as you do the things that make you feel great and happy and calm and centered, it's going to allow you to overflow all of that love and goodness and high energy out to everyone around you. And if you don't do that, then I believe that is selfish. So it's not selfish to take time for you. Instead, it is essential. So I invite you just to have a flip in your mindset around that if you've been thinking, oh, it's selfish to go out for a walk, oh, it's selfish for me to go to my fitness class, oh, it's selfish for me to buy this food that I really love that's good for me. Flip it around, find a way to make it happen, do the things that you love, because when you take care of you, you can then go out and love everyone else more. Okay, so it's not selfish, it is essential. And really, I could end this video right here, and if you went away and you took that on board and you did that in your life, wouldn't it be amazing for you as a woman, as a mum? So really encourage you. That's number 1, because it's the most important. Take time for you, unashamedly, without the guilt. Let go of the guilt. It's essential. It's not selfish. Number 2, I have this little philosophy because over the last 18 years, people have told me that while they know they should exercise, so often people have told me they don't because they just don't have enough time, right? And if that is you as well, then what if you could just snack on exercise? Just snack on exercise in short little bursts that you can easily fit into your day, even just 1 minute at a time. Because even when we're busy, somehow we all still find time to brush our teeth, right? And if that's 2 minutes morning and night, that's 4 little minutes that we spend to look after this little part of our body. What if you could spend 4 little minutes to look after your entire body? Imagine if you could snack on exercise for 4 minutes a day, and not even 4 minutes in a row necessarily. What about 1 minute in the morning when you get up, and 1 minute mid-morning, 1 minute at lunchtime, and 1 minute in the afternoon? Imagine what it would do to your mood. Imagine how much it would boost your mood, because we know that movement and exercise is one of the best antidepressants that we have available to us. Imagine what it's going to do to your energy, to your vitality, and studies show us that it's going to have a significant impact on your health and your well-being. Because if we add a little bit of intensity to our movement, if we're getting our heart rate up and or strengthening our muscles, it's going to actually have great physiological benefits for you. And the shorter it is, the more that you're able to amp up the energy that you put into it. Because if I said, hey, let's go for a sprint, let's sprint together for an hour, that wouldn't be possible. But if I said, hey, let's sprint for 10 seconds, then you could give it a good burst of energy. So could you do some push-ups on your kitchen counter while the kettle is boiling in the morning? Could you lift your kids, those of you that have got younger ones, lift them, throw them in the air whenever you see them. If you're changing nappies, or if you're changing your kids' clothes, get down on the floor and do some push-ups with them. Find ways to be active with your kids, get them to play with you, and make it small, short bursts throughout the day so that you love it. Because the more that you do small bursts and you make gains and you see progress and you feel good, you feel the benefits of how it makes you feel, the more you'll want to do. And what I would love to do is to help you develop a real passion for movement and exercise so it becomes a regular part of your day. So if you want more info on how to do that, check out snackonexercise.com. We've created a website all around this whole snack on exercise movement. So head on over and link in with the Facebook page where you can access tons of amazing videos from incredible health professionals from all around the world sharing their ideas how you can snack on exercise in just a minute or two. So that was number 2. Move throughout the day, make it an invigorating, uplifting part of your day. Snack on exercise. Number 3, are you ready? Now you may know that I wrote a book a couple of years ago called Real Food, Less Fuss. So I'm incredibly passionate about getting rid of all the different diets and the fads and all of the mistruths and myths that are out there around food, and just helping you eat more whole, real food. Because it's pretty simple when it comes down to it. We just need to eat more whole, real food, avoid as much processed food as we can, and come back to basics. And yes, that will mean preparing some of your food, or a lot of your food ideally, yourself. And I know, again, time is the big issue, right? So I have decided, I've come up with a way to make it so easy to have home-cooked meals. What I do is I set my default setting, because we'll have defaults, right? My default setting has shifted from no planning at all during the week and always cooking a fresh meal every night to now planning the week on a Sunday night for the week ahead, writing it up on my menu so that it's there and it's easy to look at and it's appealing and it simplifies life. And then my default is whenever I'm going to cook a meal, virtually every time that I cook, I will aim to cook 4 or more meals at a time. 4 or more of the same thing. So I'll do a huge big spaghetti bolognese or a beef bolognese sauce, which I can then use in different ways. I can make a lasagna, and I can freeze 3 or 4 others that I can use later with spiral zucchini as like a bolognese. I can make it into a cottage pie. I can have it as salad tacos with a lettuce leaf. There's so many things I could do. You can do that with so many meals, whether it's soups or casseroles or pies or gratins, or just lots of different ways that you can prepare meals and then freeze 3 or 4. Now the great thing is when you think about this, if your default is to always cook 4 or more meals at a time, then you only have to cook 2 nights a week and you can have every other night off cooking. Okay, and rather than just having boring leftovers, the idea is to create a library of meals in your freezer, so you've got a whole mixture of meals that are there ready to go, and over time you just cycle through them. You defrost different ones. So yep, we're going to have the chicken curry tonight, next week we're going to have the pork sausage rolls that we've made, and you can just cycle through these meals. And there's a few tips and tricks around how to make that happen. And again, if this is lighting you up and you're going, yes, I want to know how to do that, Lauren, I really recommend you invest in a copy of Real Food, Less Fuss, because it's going to pay itself back by the time you've had to dine out or get takeout a couple of times, and you're going to have invested in an awesome system that simplifies life and helps you to create this library of meals, and it's got lots of recipes and meal plans in there as well. But the key thing is you don't need to buy the book. You could just start this. If you already have some great recipes you love, once a week, maybe on a weekend afternoon, do a huge batch cook to get you started. Start creating that library of meals in your freezer, and then over time just keep circling through it. So systematically freeze and then defrost meals. And then what I do is I just throw together a really lovely fresh salad. And my little bonus tip for you, because it wasn't really one of the three, but I'll share this as well, so it's all part of the easy way to eat more real food, is to create a fresh salad and have that first before you eat your main meal in the evening. Now, it could be incredibly simple. It could just be some vegetable sticks, could be a predominantly single ingredient salad. We're living in France. We got used to the style of having an entree before we had our main, and so sometimes it would be really simple, like just a sliced cucumber or a carrot salad or tomato and mozzarella salad with some basil. It could be super simple. It could be a mixed salad. My children love it when there's chunks of apple and cheese in there, as well as celery and cucumber and cherry tomatoes. Go for whatever is seasonal as well. So in winter it might be more cabbage, might even just be soup, it could be corn on the cob, but have something that's vegetable based first before you have your main meal. And what that will do for you is give you so much nutrition, so many vitamins, minerals, chemicals, phytochemicals and nutrients that are going to just nourish you, and it will help to fill you up on all of those good fibre-filled, flavoursome vegetables. It'll encourage your children, your partner, your whole family, even yourself, to eat more of it because you're eating it first when you're hungriest, and you'll fill up on that. So then you'll probably find by the time you have your second portion that you eat a more moderated amount, so that it helps you to keep your body weight and your size and shape in a comfortable range where you're happy. So that's a whole lot of info, I know, packed into a short amount of time, but I hope that has given you some things that you can use right now as a busy mum to really help you thrive. So number one, remember, it is not selfish to take time for you. Write down a list of all the things that fill you up, that bring you joy, and prioritise and plan them into your week, and be unapologetic about it. Find ways to make it work, and remember, it is essential, not selfish. Number two, go out and snack on exercise in short bursts throughout the day. Find fun ways to incorporate movement, involve your kids. If it's something you enjoy doing, you're going to want to do more of it. So enjoy that. And number three, eat more real food with less fuss. So whenever you cook, plan it out ahead of time and cook in bulk. Cook 4 more meals at once, freeze 3, and then keep cycling through that library of meals in your freezer, and have a salad entree to start your dinner. It's a nice way to have something fresh as well before you have the meal that's just gently defrosting or warming up again or heating through. And it gives you more time around the dinner table as well with your family. And that's time where you can be connecting, when you can be asking what's the best thing about your day. You can just slow that whole meal down, eat more mindfully, and it will make such a difference to your nutrition, but also to your connection, to your relationships, and to your life overall. So thank you so much for watching this. If you'd like to connect with me and find out more, if you want to connect one-on-one, I've got lots of options that I love to help people, and most of it is online and available worldwide. So feel free to connect in with me. I'm Lauren Parsons. It's such a pleasure to connect with you today. Feel free to message me, email me, contact me through the website laurenparsonswellbeing.com. Go and have a fabulous day. You are an amazing mum. You are precious. You are unique. You are incredible, just the way that you are, and never ever forget that. Lots of love from me to you. Talk to you soon.